Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is Tuesday, October 21st, 1:46 a.m. I've got Funny Bone on the portal. I've kind of run through, played with the Skeletones, cleaned out all the cash in the area, and I am going to pull him because this is introduction number 21, and we're going to do full blast Jet-Vac. First time on the portal.
Hawk and oar!
When you're ready to learn about upgrades.
Okay. Interesting thing there. I was under the impression that he would look box stock. As what I mean by that is he would look like he has always looked. That, of course, if you don't know, is kind of like a blue, silver, and white appearance, and that is not the case. He is actually a spitting image, basically, of the figure minus, you know, the upgraded guns and everything. So, powers seem to be the same. What does he look like when he jumps? He looks like that. Jet-Vac is actually one of my favorite characters, mainly because he's so unique, particularly when he was introduced in Skylanders Giants. That said, we're going to come in here, you know the drill now.
Oh, the sky's the limit!
Got the same voice, that is a good sign. We're going to take a look at his stats real quick. Let me get to my handy-dandy spreadsheet here, because it wouldn't be one of my videos if we didn't do excessively detailed things. Alright, so health is 240. I feel like the mic or the cord has changed position. I dropped the headset right before starting. Armor 30, speed 70. That's kind of surprising. I didn't think I'd see him that high. Critical hit 30. Elemental power, he's currently 46. That said, box stock, he would have been 25. So, we've got that taken care of. And what I will do now, I'll leave it on this screen, and we're going to cover his background story. Very cool, in my opinion. Jet-Vac was the greatest, most daring flying ace in all of Wyndham. He was given his magical wings when he was young, as was their tradition for all Skybearers. But when his homeland was raided, I'm trying to move the headset around, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to take a look, listen to how this is. But anyway, when his homeland was raided, he chose to sacrifice his wings to a young mother so she could fly her children to safety. This act of nobility caught the attention of Master Eon, who sought out the young Sky Baron and presented him with a gift, a powerful vacuum device that would allow him to soar through the skies once again. Jet-Vac accepted the gift with gratitude and now daringly fights evil alongside the other Skylanders. Alright. I'm moving the mic a little bit. It's almost like rubbing up against me. I don't quite know what is going on with it. Anyway, cool story there. Again, what I like about that one is it ties in with his actual power moves. You know, his ability to fly, his Jet-Vac blast, his suction gun. It all ties in with the special thing that Eon gave him. So, that said, we're going to back out of here. And it's important that we take a look at none other than what he can do with him. Now, the craziest thing here, you know, what I thought was Jet-Vac would look like he does in this inset artwork for each upgrade, and then I assumed that like the Wow Pow double barrel would actually be when he kind of like changed character skins into what you see here. So I don't know, maybe he got tired of wearing blue, but maybe the cleaners lost his, I don't know, I really don't know. The other thing that's odd is his suit is red, and it's kind of got the grayscale tones versus the blue, white, and the brighter, you know, type air element colors. The gun still remains blue. And that's kind of interesting to me. That said, you know, it's again just the little things there. His primary attack is Vee Blaster. Press X to shoot enemies with a powerful blast of air. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. God, this is annoying. Alright, next up is Suction Gun. Hold B to suck enemies into the spinning fan blades. And again, that right there is really what made him just super unique. You have to realize he was a Newlander all the way back now in Giants, the second installment. He's had a dizzying array of figures. You've got that one. You've obviously, since this is Series 3, Full Blast Jet-Vac, you had the previous one in Swap Force. We've had Light Core Jet-Vac in Giants. We had Legendary Jet-Vac in Giants. So he's pretty well represented. I always thought he would be like another nice addition to the Dark. You know, that's kind of a weird thing. Probably not going to happen the way they seem to be structuring the Dark characters. But I thought he would fit the bill there. That said, base upgrades, feistier fan, bigger spinning fan blades on the suction gun do increase damage to enemies. Jet-Vac Jetpack. Press Y to fly and perform new attacks in the air. Next up, Vee Blaster 9000. Vee Blaster does increase damage. Then we have got the Turbine Suction Fan. Suction gun attacks do even more increased damage. And now you get to the point where you have to pick a path. You've got the Bird Blaster. Basically takes into consideration his blast attacks, if you will. And then the bottom path is the Vac Packeteer. It's basically kind of like flying-based attacks using the canister and the, suction gun, if you will. So, up top we've got Piercing Winds. Vac Blaster does even more increased damage and pierces multiple enemies. Then we've got Vac Master Blaster 20x. Vac Blaster does max damage. And then we've got Super Suction Air Blaster. Suck up enemies with the suction gun, and it gives the Vac Blaster a super shot. This is actually kind of cool. You don't see people use it very often. Coming down to the Vac Blaster path, pay attention to this. It's very unique, this path right here. Can remain in flight longer and recharge faster. Think along the lines of Water Weaver with Gill Grunt. Next up, the Mulcher, and this is the big upgrade to the suction gun. Suction gun attacks do maximum damage. And lastly, this is perhaps the most, dynamic of his upgrade path moves. It's the Flying Corkscrew. While flying, press B to blast forward and perform a powerful corkscrew attack. This actually looks really cool. Again, I don't see a lot of people, talking about it or using it, but I appreciate it. Now you've got the Soul Gem. And it's going to be cool to see what this does, if this is going to revert back to his standard colors and clash horribly with how he looks now, if this is going to be themed to coincide with his current color. The visor was kind of that yellowy aviation color, like your aviator shade type, design, color scheme, I should say. This color scheme that Full Blast is would actually look really good, in my opinion, with like a smoked lens. But there's a chance it could turn out to look like that. I don't know. But enhanced armor and a pretty sweet visor, so I'll probably buy it anyway because of the armor. You're sitting here thinking, okay, I've got all those Jet-Vac. Why would I get it? Well, number one, you can switch paths, which granted you can do with, Series 2 Jet-Vac, but you can switch paths here. You've got a brand new WoW pal. That's honestly your biggest thing gameplay-wise, and of course, third reason is you're a collector. You want to have one of every character. You love Jet-Vac, things along those lines. But main thing, selling point for both collectors and players alike is the brand new WoW pal. This is not the Series 2 WoW pal, just in a different color scheme. This is a brand new attack for him. It's a brand new WoW pal. And it is double barrel. Obviously, if you look at the figure, you kind of get a feel for what to expect. While flying, swap the Vac Blaster for two superpowered guns and hold X to fire continuously until they overheat. So obviously this is a WoW pal that might influence you to take the Vac Packeteer path. So that's probably what we're going to do. So his slogan again, Hawk and Awe. Other interesting thing, he's got the hyphen. A lot of people don't do that. Jet-Vac. Why? I don't know. That's the way it is. So I try to pay tribute to the man by spelling his name correctly. So we're going to back out of here. Again, I am interested in seeing what the visor is going to do, and if it's going to have a cool like red and smoked color scheme going on, or if it's going to look like all the previous Jet-Vac Soul Gems. So that said, we're going to back out of here. Basically all that's left, he is pretty quick. You got to give him that. He's quicker than I remember, actually. Anyway, there's his jump one more time. Let's take a look at the damage numbers here. Primary attack, which again is the Vac Blaster, 36 to 54. Secondary attack, you're not going to see it here, but what this would do, say there were chompies coming at us, this would suck them in, and it's not just a deal where it sucks them in and then you shoot them like that. You suck them in and it literally pulls them into the fan blades and will chop them up. And of course, obviously, you can also suck them in and then initiate the primary, whatever you need to do. I don't know why you'd have to do that, because as you can see, it's not the best range, but it is very sufficient. So, that said, that is Full Blast Jet-Vac. Again, in my opinion, the WoW pal kind of makes it logical or most practical to take the Vac Packeteer path, given what we know on the description. So I'll probably set up to do that. That said, this is Jet-Vac. I'm pretty excited about it. Again, I'm kind of anxious to see what the Eagle Air battle gear will do to his appearance aesthetically. So that's something I'm a little nervous about, because you can't like unbuy the Soul Gem. You'd have to reset the character. So I may, when I do his upgrades, actually buy the Soul Gem first. I don't think it has any prerequisites, so I may actually do that, so we'll know what to expect. And then if I have to reset it because I hate it, we're not out too terrible much money, and I can kind of recoup and, you know, re-earn the cash. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this helps you out. You enjoy it. Again, I'm going to have links at the top and the bottom. Top link goes to oneofweezem.com. Eventually I'll have a tie-in with the unboxing. All things Jet-Vac. Bottom link goes to the Skylander Club Forum. Skylander Club Forum is the place to be for all things Skylanders. It kind of caters to the high-end collector and player. Tips and tricks, gameplay, classifieds, strategies, stats, all kinds of crazy information. Great people on board. Check it out. If you like what you see, we would absolutely love to have you join us on the Skylander Club /forum. Similarly, I am streaming this entire game from my Twitch account. If you are on Twitch, make sure to follow me. If you're not on Twitch, I suggest you sign up and follow me. You can interact with me in the chat. I can, you know, shoot the breeze, Skylanders with you, things of that nature. Check that out. Again, I will be sending all those live streams over to YouTube, so you can catch them there. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. We are going to come right back and do introduction number 22. Highly anticipated, I'm sure, by most people. Fizzy Frenzy Pop Fizz. I'm kind of now, based on Full Blast, I'm excited to kind of see maybe if he's got Berserker mode kind of going in his favor initially, or if he's just kind of standard fare, like we've come to know and love from Pop Fizz. So I'm excited about that. We'll check it out. Then I will introduce in part 23 Sure Shot Shroom Boom. Why? Why not is the better answer. I thought it made sense to kind of tie. I know Shroom Boom is Series 2. Full Blast, Jet-Vac, and of course Fizzy Frenzy are both Series 3 because they returned in Swap Force. Sure Shot Shroom Boom is Series 2 because he was new in Giants, did not get reposed in Swap Force, and then has returned to grace us with his presence once more in Trap Team. So I'll go ahead and get all of these giant guys that we've currently got access to kind of tied in now. So stay tuned for that. And once again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here in just a few seconds.